behind. They trailed by as many as 14 points and also staged a late comeback to beat Morocco. Now we have this one, and we'll end it with Senegal against Angola. But in this group, in Group D, Cape Verde already have clinched first place. Zimbabwe, we already know they're going to finish fourth. This game right here between Algeria and Côte d'Ivoire is for second place, and the second place team will end up facing Mali in the round of 16. The third place team will face Cameroon. So those are the stakes. As always, coming to you live from Tunisia, I'm Jeff Taylor, and to my right, if you're looking at us, which you're not, is Lloyd Gardner. And Lloyd, as the day wears on, typically the game should get better, and I'm hoping that Côte d'Ivoire and Algeria can serve up a treat.
Well, speaking of getting better, Côte d'Ivoire, the first game performance was very underwhelming from them. Second game performance, a lot better. And let's see if they can take that same level of improvement into this game, because if they can, they're going to start to be a dangerous team. Les Elephants, we know, are devoid of some of their stars. A dispute between the federation and players has seen them be without a number of the players we saw in 2013, a team which missed out on qualification into the World Championships by just a single basket, losing the third and fourth playoff to Senegal. But this is a team which took major steps, like I said, into game two. And really, they've got to be looking at this Algerian game as a game they are very much in with a shout of winning. Algeria played against Zimbabwe. They used a zone in the second half for victory. And then yesterday they were overrun by Cape Verde. A real flattering score, really, for the Algerians to only lose 78-69. At one stage it was a 25-point game. So for Algeria, they'll be looking to regroup after a disappointing performance yesterday.
Well, to be honest, Lloyd, I didn't think it was possible for Côte d'Ivoire to have a good AfroBasket after I saw that first game. They were that bad against Cape Verde, and the transformation that they underwent in 48 hours for their game against Zimbabwe, well, that was something else. And I'm just intrigued to see if they could take a step further. They'll have to play well tonight to beat Algeria. Algeria are not a bad team at all. And the one player, you talked about the players in dispute with the federation. Well, the one player who shared the same sentiment as the other players, his teammates, was Souleymane Diabate, the point guard. But he said, you know what, I just love playing for my country too much, and I love playing at the AfroBasket, and I don't care about the dispute. I'm going to go and play for my country. And sure enough, he has been their best player by far here at this competition. So we'll see what he's got in store for us tonight, the point guard of Côte d'Ivoire. Well, Algeria, they started with a win over Zimbabwe. They fell big style to Cape Verde. So they'll be looking to get back on track tonight. Before any of this, we're going to have the playing of the national anthems, starting with Côte d'Ivoire. Now we'll have the national anthem of Algeria.
Les joueurs soutenus, ils échangent cadeaux.
So the national anthems have been played, and the players are saying hello, also saying hello to the referees. Referees from tonight's game are standing at midcourt. Hugues Conseil is the coach there of Côte d'Ivoire. They're the referees, and they are from Mozambique, Tunisia, and Mozambique. So Ebru Muhima, Heikel Sontini, and Natal Tongo. Côte d'Ivoire, we've spoken about some of the players. Diabate really is the guy that stands out, but you know, their bigs actually played quite well in the game against Zimbabwe. Eric Tape, as well as Seydou Hima, as well as number 14, Namori Mete. And they had some good guard play as well from Alassane Mete, who's in the starting lineup with Diabate, the guard Kofi, Assalan, and Seydou Hima, as we just mentioned. So Hima goes into the starting lineup today, and he's an intriguing talent. You're going to see he is a very big young man. For Algeria, it's going to be interesting to see who starts and who doesn't. Harat wasn't in the starting lineup last time, but quite clearly he's a crucial player, number 9. And even though they were blown out the other day by Cape Verde, Abdeslam Dekish, number 5, really fought hard from start to finish. And he's been in the starting lineup all week, and he is against Samir Mekdad, Munir Benzagala, Mehdi Cherrier, and Tuhami Gazul. So yet again, Harat is not in the starting lineup. Does that surprise you, Lloyd?
Yes.
Okay, and explica, por favor.
Yeah, I mean, Cherrier and Harat for me are by far the leading players for Algeria. There we see the numbers for Harat, 15 points, but he only had 9 against Cape Verde. You see, he was 3 of 3 from the field. He just didn't get into the game. Souleymane Diabate was absolutely fantastic in his last game. 17 points, 8 assists. He was struggling with tendonitis in his knees. He was limping around, but he's just trying to play through it. He said it's something that he gets at the start of every season or every time he takes some time off. So he's going to play through it. But for me, it's a very strange decision not to have Mohamed Harat on the floor starting the game for you.
Now, all things being equal, considering that Côte d'Ivoire came without a lot of players, Hugues Conseil, going up against Salaheddine Filali's Algeria, you would expect Algeria to be the favorites. But we saw such improvement from Côte d'Ivoire in the last game, and we saw an Algeria that just was completely knocked out of its stride against Cape Verde. I've just gotten to the point now where I just don't know what to expect. I don't make any predictions. I just expect the unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, the day's rest, it seems to be an eternity, doesn't it? From last game to this game, there's just such a difference in some teams' performances. And as we said, Algeria looked impressive on opening day, and then so poor against Cape Verde, they were simply taken apart. Whereas there was major strides by Côte d'Ivoire in their second game.
They're pulling for? Well, I'm guessing they're pulling for Côte d'Ivoire. And those people are right beside us, so we might be able to hear each other speak tonight. But that's okay. Creates a nice atmosphere. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tunisia. It's the third game of day 6 here at AfroBasket 2015. It's a very important one. It's a battle for second place in this group, and it's between Côte d'Ivoire in the dark uniforms and Algeria in the white. And it is Group D, so second place is important because the team that finishes third will play Cameroon. The team that finishes second will play Mali. Now, inside the surprise starter, perhaps Hima catches it but walks. Good idea, but already the intent we see is to feed the low post.
Yeah, well, Hima's proved himself as being probably the most reliable back to the basket finisher for Côte d'Ivoire, and they've gone to him early. I like that. I like the move.
Looked a bit clumsy on the catch, but I didn't think he had traveled, but the referee had a better look. Now, Cherrier gets in the lane, and he did show some good signs early on against Cape Verde before it got out of hand.
And he's shooting the ball extremely well, Cherrier. He's leading this tournament in field goal percentage. It's 64%. He doesn't miss a lot.
Asselin was off target. Now here goes Mekdad. Cherrier will know a lot of these players because a lot of the Côte d'Ivoire players have been over the years in France, and that's where he plays. Mekdad, that's his style, but a lot of coaches will tell you they'd rather you be going to the basket rather than away the basket. And out on the perimeter, it's Souleymane Diabate. Mete gets it, and, well, I'll tell you what, Alconce was a great big man himself, and he can identify a strategy when it involves the big man. He's put the ball into that low blocks twice in a row now. Mekdad. And Hima comes away with that ball.
Yeah, quick hands, Mete there, tapped it away.
And Hima's playing in the Spanish lower divisions, right?
Yeah.
Three-pointer no good from Mete. And in fact, that miss was from Kofi, and now Mete has it. And he puts up the jumper. And there you have it again. Hima goes up for the rebound and gets it. So Gazul, he's facing a guy who is his height. He looks about the same height, only about twice the weight and power, muscle maybe, is the best way to put it.
He's been an inspired substitution. 2 points, 2 rebounds. Well, not substitution, entry into the starting lineup.
That came off the screen or out of the inbounds play, and Kofi had the look. Zagala, it's good. I would think they've got better jump shooters overall in the Algeria team.
Oh, absolutely. But where's the defense of Côte d'Ivoire on that particular occasion? Zagala's got the matchup. He's been denying Diabate. Diabate just waiting in this new corner. He hasn't touched it at all yet on the offensive end. He was very patient in the last game, wasn't he? He didn't really take any shots in the first quarter. He passed up a lot of opportunities to his teammates to try and get them going. It was later in the game where he looked to be a threat.
That's Benzegala's jump shot at the other end.
It was another foul, and it was drawn again by Hima. As he was crashing the glass, Cherrier picked it up.
There, Diabate touched it and he inbounded it. Now here he is. No look pass, and it goes again. Wow.
Well, they're trying to double team Diabate, but if they're going to do that, they have to put far more pressure on him so that he doesn't see such an easy pass coming out. You know, a player of his quality, that's an easy entry.
Well, the long rebound bounces out to Benzegala. And offensive foul.
That's 2 on Cherrier.
Yeah. Watch this.
Yeah, see how far.
Yeah, he pushed. Yeah, good spot. Led with his arm. Good spot by the referee.
And what he does there, in my mind, is bring in Algeria's best player. There he is, number 9, Mohamed Harat.
Oh, turns this time. Probably better when he's closer to the basket. Harat doesn't need any encouraging. He just puts it right up and in.
He just gets it done. He really does. Inside, outside, off the dribble, rebounding. Does a bit of everything for me. I'd have him out on the floor as much as possible.
There he is. That's what, if he is that close, look at him beating his chest as he goes down the floor.
Why not?
It's like Tarzan.
He started so well, 6 points in this one. They fed him early and often, and he is rewarding them.
Oh, beautiful play. The read by Diabate, and just lays it up. And here come les éléphants. The Elephants are off and running. 8-7. And now Dakish throws it out of bounds. He looks at the ref as if to say, I got raked on my arm.
He got raked on his arm. The pass wouldn't have gone 8 foot over the over his teammate, would there? That's the steal. As we said, Diabate was very patient indeed in the last game. He started that way here. Watch as the game goes on. He'll start to influence more and more, looking for his shot. But right now, happy to let the others get involved. Open, Mete's open, wide open. Here he is.
Well, Coffee steps in and quickly to the other end is Mekdad. He just lays it up and a three-point play opportunity. Mohamed Touati, the giant center, 2.13 meters in height, is in the game for Algeria. Algeria, nice response quickly to the other end. Mekdad beat the big man down the floor and were able to get to the hoop. And just Coffee somehow lost the handle, and Algeria wasn't able to react. And Coffee puts it up. Jumpers are not falling really for Côte d'Ivoire. 4-12 now from the floor. Harat penetrates again. Well,
that's what he does, isn't it? You know.
And Hema was in the low post that time.
And he's one of those players, despite not being a great athlete, not being exceptionally big, he just takes it at whoever's under the basket. You know, does not back down.
Coffee goes up with Touati behind him now. Benzagala, hello! Slam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, as Harat puts it up and in, throws it down. It's Algeria leading it 14-8, and they have forced a timeout from Côte d'Ivoire. So the biggest concern now for Côte d'Ivoire is how do we cut off these lanes to the basket? How are we going to defend against the penetration?
Well, they've tried to go into the zone, haven't they? And it doesn't really seem to be working that well. See if that stays the same way or if they'll go back man to man. I mean, really the biggest problem is just guarding Harat. Since he's come in, he's only played 2 minutes, he's got 6 points. That's the difference in the game.
They've also been beaten down the floor a couple of times on fast breaks. Well, this time the drive and the insertion of Cedric Quadio gets in the basket. And Assalam was there for the block, but Harat was there for the follow. He's got 8 points now in limited time. And this time Ekdad reaches in and commits the foul.
Do you remember the Côte d'Ivoire team or style they played in that first game against Cape Verde? They could barely make a pass.
Yeah.
Everything was standstill. You know, literally, if they had 2 passes before a shot, they were very lucky. But now it's flowing so nicely. You know, the ball moves, it gets passed around. They run a lot of action. People moving around. They're very difficult to guard indeed.
Look at that, right down the lane. He has got to make that shot.
Yeah.
That was a layup. And once again, Algeria beat Côte d'Ivoire down the floor.
That's the problem. When you point guard, Mete drives to the basket, somebody else must be the rotation to get back. You know, you always have to have a safety, one man to get back to stop transition. You know, they have to hang back until everybody else is has got back, has picked up a man, then they can start to come forward. Often you nominate that to be your point guard. When they drive to the basket, you get sometimes caught like Côte d'Ivoire did there.
Look, Ehudis Bahim has just come into the game. Number 12 for Côte d'Ivoire. Back to your other point, Lloyd, I've got to be honest with you. I saw Côte d'Ivoire practicing the day before the tournament, and I looked at him and I thought, who is that? I thought it was like a lower division club somewhere around here. I didn't think it was actually a team. But right now they're down 7. There they go. They get it to the big fella again, and even though Harat got it, he got it back, but they've got a couple of players in there on him now, on Hema. Dekish, and quickly, and look how hard Harat is playing. Hustles down to get another basket. He's got 10 points.
Beautiful play once again. Harat, both ends of the floor there.
Diabate with a 3-pointer. That came at a good time.
Yeah, and we said Diabate will share the ball, get everybody involved, but now they get down 9. Expect him to step up again, try and carry the team on his back.
Traveling on Dekish.
Good spell from Hema. He does make him a bit slower in transitions. The others got to do a really good job. There's 6 points and 3 rebounds for him in 8 minutes.
Tape comes in.
He's a bit quicker, isn't he? A bit more energetic.
Bahine, oh, he explodes to the basket. Back to 4. His first 2. They've got to cut off Harat. And they've also got to box him out. And he comes in to get those rebounds. 3-pointer, it's good. This is one of the only times we've seen Yanis Mostafa play. In fact, he didn't play in the first 2 games. 22-year-old guard. Comes in immediately, hits a 3, but going the other way was Diabate, makes the cut to the basket and gets the layup. Well, Harat, boy, he just takes the contact, initiated it at that time, and just laid it up and in. 12 points. He's on his way to a 50-point night.
Yes, he is.
Tape, maybe not a play maybe not the first play you want to run for Côte d'Ivoire. They had so many other good things working to the basket. 7-point advantage. Hold it about a couple more seconds, and then they'll get into their motion. Here goes Benzagala. And Tuate almost turned it over. Mustafet misses now.
Stop the clock.
And Tape's scored. Now, I think they're going to appeal this. Benzagala. You saw it too as well. I think they're going to wipe this off. This is where you need to have a monitor that they have like in other regions to where they can come over and look at the replay. Yeah. And they don't have that capacity here. You know what I mean? Because they would be able to look up at the clock and see how much time was left and to follow the play. But unfortunately, they don't have that technology here at this AfroBasket. I think they're going to count it.
Well, the problem is
they can't prove it.
Yeah, you can't.
If the referees didn't see it,
yeah.
So they're going to count the basket. And the referee is reminding the scores table, you know, when you start the clock, when you stop the clock. And right now, Algeria are furious. So anyway, a break for Côte d'Ivoire. I'm not sure who this gentleman is on the Algerian bench, but he should probably step back. Here, do you see? He's a federation official. Looks like it's an unfortunate break for Algeria. So we'll chalk one up for Côte d'Ivoire, and the next time something goes their way and against Côte d'Ivoire, we'll just have to remind everybody. These things even out. Well, welcome back to action here at the AfroBasket in Tunisia. Second quarter underway. Algeria in the white taking on Côte d'Ivoire in the orange.
Remain in the zone. Problem is they're going to watch Harat in the high post and then him rebounding from that position as well.
Benzagala off the rim. Quadio explodes down the floor. Diabate puts up an air ball. Mekdad leads Harat a little too much.
Great idea, but you could see as soon as it came out the hand, it was going over.
So Côte d'Ivoire started with the big man Seydou Hima, 21-year-old. He's on the bench now, and Tape is out. And that was a good follow of the missed shot. And Diabate hits the three-pointer and continues his fine play at this AfroBasket.
You can't give him that much space. I know it was on off a rebound, but you just got to know where he is at any stage. It's Diabate versus Harat at the moment. Both of those players into double figures.
Harat again gets in the lane. He's got 14.
He doesn't miss, does he? Those close-in ones, 7 of 7 from the field. If he gets it in the paint, he's just such a good finisher.
found Tape. He's just wide open. He couldn't believe it. Almost missed it.
The dribble. We waited for the defender to get back. Nearly missed it. Got there in the end.
Gets it back to a 2-point game. Zigala, bounce pass into Tuati. And a foul before he was able to take off. So Dakish and Cherrier on the bench at the moment. Starters. Team that wins this wins second place in Group D, and that was on target. Goodness me. That's 2 in a row.
We haven't seen him, have we? But he's obviously a sharp shooter because Mustafa has just come out and buried 2 threes against the zone. Ivory Coast, obviously, haven't seen him too much either.
Bahine dumps it. Oh, beautiful play from Bahine.
Very good pass. Thought he was going to force the tough jumper.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, you know, if Côte d'Ivoire were able to win this and go in against Mali, they'd have a chance to beat those guys.
Yeah.
And that would be to get to the quarterfinals. And you just would not have thought that was possible after the opening day.
No, you would not.
Tape grabs it, gets it to Diabate. Watch it. Beautiful pass. Lowered the shoulder. Good call from the ref. So Namori Mete pulls his way in there.
Solid defensive play. It was quite an easy one, wasn't it? Just stand, take the hit. Mete's got to do a better job.
So that was a delayed whistle.
Yeah.
On Bahine. En Conseil saying, move your feet, stop reaching. Yeah, but that was a good call by the ref.
Yeah.
Harat. This time they surrounded him, and traveling is the call. So they addressed that issue in the last timeout. How do we cope with Harat?
Did a very good job that time. It's a smaller lineup for Algeria, but the inside duo, Harat and Cherrier, are number 1 and number 3 in field goal percentage in this tournament. And they get shots, they don't miss many.
Oh, Tape missed. Did you see what he did? He hung on the rim, it wasn't going out, and then he reached up and took the ball and dunked it. Watch this. He misses it, he'll hang on the rim, go get it. If he had just let it go and let go of the rim, it would have gone in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those sort of instinctive things.
Oh, what a reach and a steal by Assalon, and he gives it over to Diabate.
Very good pass.
You can understand why Diabate likes the AfroBasket because he plays so well in it.
Yes, he does. 12 points. I mean, and we said he hardly touched it in the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, Mustafa shows he is human, and
Harat shows he's not.
Yeah, he's the Terminator. Harat, I mean, he just, what's he got, 16 now?
16, yeah. 8 of 8 from the field.
Yeah, but he did have that one turnover.
Yeah.
He needs to work on that. Assalon hands it off. Mete. And the reach from Mustafa.
2 on the clock. It was easily going in. There's no need to touch it, but it's instinctive, isn't it? If you're Tape, he's up there, he sees it, just kind of taps it down without thinking.
Cafe comes in. Cafe, rather. Diabate gets to him. Mete. Now Diabate step back. And Harat with the board. Benzigala looks to make the killer pass inside to Harat. Cherrier is open in the right corner, but careless with the ball, and it leads to another layup for Diabate. Boy, he lurks. He is ready to pounce. That was a bad mistake by Mohamed Zayrali.
8th turnover against Algeria. Now, Diabate isn't playing a lot of defense at this end. He's picked up a couple of cheapies on the fast break.
Cherrier gets it over to Benzigale. It's online, but it's short. Harat gets the rebound and draws the foul. So Harat misses the first. Got to say, I love stories like this. It's like you said in the last game, we'd love to see Côte d'Ivoire's first players here, but because they're not, it's created kind of a story of coming from nothing. And it's always exciting to watch the underdogs, isn't it? Now Tape turns, gets inside, puts up the air ball. They get it back. Diabate feeds the low post, comes outside to Cuffy, air ball. Now Harat dribbles it up the floor. Boy, he does a little bit of everything.
Yes, he does.
Cherrier from the arc, that's good.
You better get a hand up on him. She will shoot that three.
Mehdi Cherrier, 28-year-old stretch power forward. He's listed as a power forward. He's a power forward that can shoot. How about that? Diabate gets inside with the left hand.
There's not much power in his game, Cherrier. As we see, once again, Diabate just dancing.
Well, he was surrounded over there. Gives it up. There's that man again. Mestafet had his feet set, but now he's missed his last two. Diabate quickly up the floor, and Tape got it lucky without having the foul called. And perhaps justice prevails here with Mestafet coming away with it.
Half, hasn't it? You know, up and down.
I like him.
Yeah. I mean, only 6 fouls so far, a rare occurrence. You know, almost every quarter we've seen so far in this AfroBasket has got into team fouls for both sides, but it's led to an entertaining game, really.
Yeah. The only time they've stopped the clock was when they weren't supposed to at the end of the first quarter. Côte d'Ivoire called the timeout. 35-32, Algeria on top.
En défense, trappe, ne cherchez pas à faire de faute. C'est avant qu'il ait la balle qu'il faut défendre. Une fois qu'il a la balle, on peut reculer. Eric, overplay là. Laisse pas passer le mec que tu fais là, tu passes derrière, tu laisses passer. Défonce-le et sois overplay sur ton joueur. Ensuite, après, on peut relâcher. Overplay sur les joueurs. N'hésitez pas à plonger. Allez, gros,
Seydou Houma started for Côte d'Ivoire. He's got the 6 points and the 3 rebounds. He's watching right now. But this was where he was doing his damage. He was just catching it down low and putting it up and in. And it kind of was a calming influence, I think, for Côte d'Ivoire. And then once Algeria got him out of the game, Tape came in, and also Diabate started to heat up. But the problem that this Côte d'Ivoire team have is they have to cope with someone called Hara. And so far, they haven't really stopped him, just except on one occasion. He's got 17 points and 6 rebounds. 2-3 zone for Algeria. 5-point lead. And penetration and the follow. Good hustle from Tape. Took it away from Hara at that time.
Yeah, great work from Tape. He's enjoyed a lot of space around that baseline.
Cherrier passes. Benzigala and Bahine competed for the rebound. Now they get it into the middle of the floor. No look pass. And good defense from Benzigala to get the block on Mete.
Patience from Côte d'Ivoire, though. So often teams will force that back up. After they get the offensive rebound, they're going to take their time here.
Diabate bounce pass. What a beautiful pass. Oh, and what we've seen from Bahine is, Eudes Bahine, is the ability to float, hang in the air in both of his shots. Back to a 1-point game. Diabate was thinking about coming from behind there now. Mestafat left open again, stays out, and Côte d'Ivoire foul. So good hustle from Mohamed Zeyrale. Mestafat has missed 3 in a row, so he's going to come out.
Isn't it? Mekdad, I believe, was it? They got the block on the previous possession? No, Benzigala.
Yeah, it was Benzigala, the guard.
Face guard. Diabate.
Wow, the foul called down low on Côte d'Ivoire's Morle Bangura. The block.
Diabate was running the baseline. Bangura tried to screen to free him. Must have just moved to the side a bit late. Just going to go out immediately after picking that up.
Zeyrale. And how does Hara get that rebound? He might be on a double-double before the end of this half. Cherrier drives in. Oh, he has got a way to score, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, he really does. He said he is leading the tournament in field goal percentage. You got in foul trouble in the first game. Really get into it. That loss, that win, excuse me, against Zimbabwe.
Mete drives. And what a play from Tape. And a foul. 3 fouls, or is it on Zeyrale? If it's on Cherrier, he's just picked up his 3rd.
14, Cherrier.
Wow.
After that finish there, he's going to have to go out.
Because Rule's going to come in.
What great defense, though, from Tape. Tape just, you know, Mete tried to pick up the ball handler and couldn't. And then Tape, who's a big man, just stepped up, moved the feet, cut off the dribble, took it away. Beautiful. First trip to the line for Côte d'Ivoire in this first half.
Gosh, it took 9 minutes and 3.1 seconds.
19 minutes.
Excuse me, 19. That's right, we're in the second.
Yeah, it's just so quick. Free scoring as well.
Amour, number 12 in the game. And good defense. How is that? I can't believe that. You know how we talk about it's going to even out? It just did. I think that was Côte d'Ivoire's ball. Zeyrale falls
Careful
down.
not to foul if you're Côte d'Ivoire. You got the shot clock
Oh,
winding
they're just
down.
going to take it away. Good hustle. Look, they're on the ground.
Yeah.
Up ahead to Mete. He needs to wait. Mete's in too much of a rush, I've decided.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the take, but it's one of those, you've got to finish. If you're going to go, you've got to finish. If you're not confident, or then pull it out.
I don't know. He's missed too many.
Yeah. And in that case, you have to
Need to
pull
be
it
looking
out.
to pass.
And that's in the last game, like Pio Matos did not miss those, did he? They're the ones he made.
Wow. Thought there was all. Look who it is. Harad grabs the offensive rebound. Côte d'Ivoire have to hurry up. They don't have time. Quadio, he's not gonna put it up. So a favorable ending to the first half for Algeria. Côte d'Ivoire had their opportunities to possibly even take the lead, but they trail 42-37 against Algeria. It's not possible that you can shoot 80%, is it?
Well, it is when your lead player goes 9 of 9 and has 19 points.
Even so, Côte d'Ivoire themselves are shooting over 50%.
I mean, the stats are irrelevant. I'll tell you the stats that you need to know. Hara has 19 points in 17 minutes. He's 9 of 9 from the field. And Solomon Diabate has 16 points and 3 assists in 19 minutes. And he's 7 of 9 from the field. So between those two, in 18, they made 16 from 18 from the field. Fantastic individual brilliance from them.
Incredible stuff, folks. Stick around for the second half coming your way. It's Algeria leading Côte d'Ivoire 42-37.
Bien, 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 bien. Alors, nous avons 3 minutes. Encore 3 minutes. Et là, on va voir basketball entre les supporters. Je vais demander une des supporters de l'Algérie. C'est elle, c'est ça, hein? Ok. Une Algérienne et une du Côte d'Ivoire. Bon, là. Rapidement, vite. Bien l'Algérienne. Là. Et une du Côte d'Ivoire. Là. Au sein des supporters du Côte d'Ivoire et d'Algérie. Là. Alors, vous avez 3 essais. On va commencer avec Côte d'Ivoire. Mais non, c'est 3. 3, hein? Il faut l'encourager. First one. Go. Oui. Un peu plus fort, regarde. Maintenant l'Algérienne. Yep. Côte d'Ivoire. C'est la deuxième. La deuxième pour l'Algérienne. Et il faut l'encourager un petit peu. La dernière. La dernière pour Côte d'Ivoire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Et la dernière pour l'Algérienne. Un peu plus fort, l'Algérienne. Oh! Encore une. Encore une. Voilà. Et là, tu peux avancer un petit peu si tu veux. 1, 2, 3, et la dernière pour l'Algérienne, fini. Alors, si tu marques ça, vas-y. Oh! Ben, on peut les applaudir. La gagnante, c'était... S'il y avait une gagnante, le cadeau était magnifique. Un voyage. Pour aller où vous voulez. Voilà. Puisqu'il n'y a pas de gagnante, donc je peux dire ce que je veux. Qualité. Maintenant, c'est Côte d'Ivoire. Merci, merci, merci. Au supporter du Côte d'Ivoire. Et là, ça reste minute avec nos amis algériens. Et dans quelques secondes, c'est la deuxième rencontre du match. Algérie contre Côte d'Ivoire. Le score jusqu'à la 37. Côte d'Ivoire.
Tu restes à l'intérieur. Possibilité de passe, de pénétrer. Ensuite, sur le 4, là, on peut faire un main à main après le solo.
42-37, it's Algeria on top of Côte d'Ivoire in the battle for second place here in Group D. And Mohamed Harat, look at that, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And he hasn't missed a shot all night. So if he's playing like this when he comes off the bench instead of starting, well, maybe that's the right way to go.
Maybe it is. Maybe they've angered him so much that he plays even better. It's difficult to do. He came in averaging 15 a game. He was top 10 in scoring in the tournament. He was top 3 in field goal percentage. And he's got even better. Those numbers will start to rise today.
Yeah, it's the second straight game he hasn't started. Interesting player. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tunis. It's second half action here between Algeria and Côte d'Ivoire. The Algerians leading it 42-37, a flurry of points at the end of the second quarter. Some poor execution from the Elephants cost them dearly. Now a foul on Gazul, who's been anonymous. He hasn't even played, really, has he?
No. Played for the first 5 minutes and then went out. Took his second on equipment. Wasn't the best shot to start the second half, really. Mete.
And now this is Bahine getting inside, and that was Harat challenging him, so he's doing it on both ends of the floor. Here he is, bounce pass, and what a block that time. Was it Tape?
I think so.
Tape now perhaps dribbling a little too much, but then he reaches in, and the ball goes back over to the team in orange, the Elephants.
Tape and Harat be back and forth to each other, aren't they? One has it, steals it off the other. Yeah.
So Gazul comes out after that foul and is replaced by Touati.
Touati's given nothing in this tournament so far. He was a major player in 2013.
Gazul must be upset though, because he's come right out.
Yeah.
Tape, Mete with the rebound. Diabate. Now Diabate puts it up, and the rebound, Bahine, and he draws the foul. And really, Bahine has given him something tonight in, especially just his athleticism, his strength.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Tape, Bahine, and also Hima, they arguably are playing their best game in this tournament. All three of that trio, and that's, on the back of this once again, great performance from Diabate as well with the 16 points. That's why Côte d'Ivoire are right there.
He makes that first one. So coming out was Kamel Amour of Algeria. And into the game is Mohamed Zerali. Dekish, rather, has come in. We've got Benzagali, Touati, Harat, Zerali, and Dekish. Dekish has been quiet tonight. Here he is, penetrating and runs straight into the big man that is Hima. And probably leaves with a hematoma in his chest, because you're not going to get any joy there. Now, Mete here needs to be unselfish. He gives it to Tape. And Tape is showing a little bit of creativity, turns and shoots. So he fakes the handoff to Diabate. Looked like he's going to pass it back, and he took it all the way in. So he is 11 points already. He's 5 of 7 from the floor. Zerali drives in, and again, Diabate keeps it alive, but the foul's on Bahine. Yeah, good call. Referee saw that. Dakish caught the hand to the face. That's Bahine's second foul. It's only a 1-point game. Côte d'Ivoire starting well here, but Benzagali at the line. And look at Hima goes in there, tries to hold off Touati. Those are some big men going up there for that rebound. And Hima sets the pick. Out it goes to Tape. He gets it back inside, and Côte d'Ivoire had taken the lead. And they go to the line for an and one. Boy, there's some people watching this man right here thinking this guy's got some potential. All credit to Tape, though. He's scoring, passing. There's a little bit of craziness to his game, but he uses it to good effect. And look at this. Hima hits himself on the chest. Timeout on the floor. Côte d'Ivoire on top, 43-42.
S'il y a des shoots, on fait le bloc. À chaque fois, on perd des balles. Il y a des secondes choses. Est-ce que vous pouvez parler juste on parle pas. Hey! Yalla, hey, les jeunes, yalla, let's go, yalla. Hey, stick!
We saw the field goal shooting percentages, the turnovers, but it's the big man factor that Onconce has utilized to good effect tonight. He first went with Hima, he then went with Tape. Not quite the battering ram, but more finesse. Now he's going with Hima and Tape. And with a little bit of athleticism on the side with Bahin, some skill, some playground, some freedom with Diabate, and some speed with Mete. I think if Mete can control himself offensively with his shooting and become more pass first, it would be good for this team. And he makes the free throw. So it's a 44-42 lead. Don't forget the little controversy at the end of the first quarter where Algeria were arguing that some extra time was given to Côte d'Ivoire because they stopped the clock and then restarted it. Here's Hardat, gets inside, puts up a tough shot, misses. And a jump ball. It'll be Algeria's.
Even though it was a tough shot, you're almost surprised he missed it, aren't you? Because he did get a good look at it. We've seen him make harder ones already in this game.
Mete guarding Benzigale. Here he is. Benzigale finds some space. Now he gives it to Zerali. It's good! Zerali buries the three-pointer. Well, the spin. Tape gets in. Goes back with Zerali. Benzigale. It's good. And the follow through, and then he looks up at the crowd and points to his head and says, "You got that right." Diabate may have gotten away with a push there on Dakish. And then Dakish called for the foul. He gets no love sometimes from the referees.
Dakish is face guarding Diabate. They were coming down the floor and he was just, not even looking at the ball, just watching Diabate. His whole job is to just limit his touches. Watch him on that far side.
I don't think you can stop Diabate.
No, the only way is that he doesn't touch the ball. That's what he's trying to do, limit those touches.
Look at Bahin. He gets in, he left his feet that time with nowhere to go. Zerali passes up to Haddad. Look out for the block. No, he's going up for the thunder dunk. Well, he just gets it over and puts it down.
No, but he attacked the ring hard. He thought someone was coming to block him.
Into Hima. That's more like for Côte d'Ivoire.
Found a lot of space on that roll, haven't they? And Hima has proved himself to be a valuable finisher.
Three-point attempt, no good. That goes out of bounds. 4 on the shot clock. Can't tell if there's a hand in the face. Look at, here you go. Well, he goes up with authority. He took off like it was a thunder dunk. Benzigale. Another jump shot falls for him, and it's 3, and he says, let's go. It's a little bit of showboating for Benzigale, but well deserved. and the lead is now 6. So Côte d'Ivoire take the lead, and all it does is trigger a response from Algeria. Bahine, it's good. Gosh, I feel like I haven't seen him play until tonight. It's incredible.
What a back and forth game this is proving to be.
9 points for him, his first 3. Back to a 3-point game. Yeah, these teams are looking pretty good right now. Yeah. Zirali drives around, gets it out to Dakish. Arat. And 3 seconds violation. I think if I were Arat there, well, I might take the jumper. But also, I think if I'm Côte d'Ivoire, I think I'd rather give up the jumper than to let him penetrate. Ema comes up, picks, he's going to roll. Mete can't get it. He gets it over to Bahine, who floats in. And the competitiveness on the boards is good. Now this time, Tape drives in. Oh, and Tuate wasn't able to save it, I think. Watch this. That's the 3-pointer that went in. It looked like he'd saved it in bounds to Côte d'Ivoire, and they had a layup. But the referee was saying the ball was out. Or maybe a foot was on the line or something?
Well, no, if his foot's on the line, then it's
Côte d'Ivoire ball, yeah.
It's the same official that's done exactly that same thing twice. Algeria have gone to save it, haven't, but he's given them the ball.
Zerali drives in. He's becoming a factor now. He hit the 3-pointer, and now he's getting some penetration.
A smooth drive. Averaging 8 minutes a game. He's already played 10.
Do you remember he came in against Cape Verde when the game was gone?
Yeah.
But I thought both he and Amour played. They were intriguing, much like Hadas is. Yeah. He's that type of player, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of Morocco. Well. Offensive rebound, and Assalan, who's been on the bench in foul trouble, just picks up a cheap one. But to be fair, I don't think they've missed Assalan too much. He's got 4.
Well, no, without him on the floor, Tape's played more, hasn't he? Bahan's played more, and Hima's played more. And they've been the success story.
But maybe he's put him in to guard Zerali. No, he's in there to put his body on Harat. He does a good job that time, but then Bahine, I think he got lucky. Looked like it went off of him. So these things even out,
It's easy to say when you're sitting here watching. When you're a coach or a player, you don't feel that way at all.
Or a federation official.
Yeah.
Pacing nervously behind the bench. Now, I like Quadio. He's in the game, number 7 for Côte d'Ivoire. There's Diabate, he goes right down. Oh, how did he do it? Take this man to the highest level, folks. He is doing it. 54-51. He has got some moves offensively. And he is good with his left hand.
Yes, he does. And I like the heady play from Hima. He changed the angle of the screen. That's what freed Diabate going the other way. Another drive.
Well, that was a perfect drive, and then look at the hustle from Zerali to get it back. And then the Terminator goes in. Harat puts it up off the glass.
And how did he keep that alive? Zerali, he was the one that was going to the ring, missed the layup.
I think they need Tape back yet because he's not allowing those second chances. They miss his rebounding. Hima wanted a foul. But it's a 5-point advantage, and Zerali is becoming much more influential. Watch him. He's got the ball now. It's a tough matchup for anybody. Benzagala, Tuati. turns, puts it up, and Harat is just will not be denied, will he? Zirali for three. Good! Well.
You called it.
Yeah.
You said last game he needs more minutes. He's got more minutes, and he is producing right now. 8 points, 12 minutes.
Time.
Yeah.
Look at this. Well, that's what happens in national team tournaments. Things evolve. And he's evolving into an important player now for Algeria. And they've taken a 59-51 lead and forced Côte d'Ivoire to call a timeout.
Et quand le grand a la balle, venez à deux, trappez-le. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez qu'il fasse avec la balle? À part faire marcher, à part perdre le ballon. Le grand a la balle, trappe. D'accord? Namori, le 9, et rebond, Zika, il est rebond. Et oui, Namori, rebond, les autres, box-out. On attaque, Maillot. C'est en un solo.
So, Lloyd, Uncle has done, he's prepared his team extremely well for this game. You know, and they've executed quite well, but now the momentum has shifted a little bit. And how does he react to stopping Zerali? Harat, obviously, he's got 4 points now in the second half, the double-double. What do you think Côte d'Ivoire are going to do? What do you think Uncle has just said?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. They used the zone a lot in the first half. They've gone man a lot in the second half. So I don't know whether he'll try and do that, change the defense. But, you know, this is a nice call to try and get Diabate the ball, try and make him the playmaker somehow. Because, you know, they've dried up a little on the offensive end, perhaps. And if you can get him involved, you know, good things can happen.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful passing. Doesn't result in points, but it does get Tape back to the line.
So draws a foul against Harat. It was a great play call, that one, out of the timeout. Like I say, you know, there was movement. They got all the defenders moving so they couldn't stand and think about their help position. But it was ball in the hands of Diabate for him to make the play. He drew the help, and that's what got the others open. Now they've got to get this stop on the defensive end, you know, and Algeria's offense is really starting to, or is continuing really the strong play, because first half it was really just on the back of Harat, but now we see a lot of other players stepping up. They're still shooting 59% for two-point range.
Hema is out. Now, there is an issue as he misses both, perhaps, underneath the basket with Tuati in there and Harat.
Yeah, honestly, I think Harat's more of a worry than Tuati at this stage. You know, he hasn't been a factor in the offense. He hasn't been involved.
Rebounding.
Yeah.
But foul called on Tape. Good call by the ref. So Dakish goes to the free throw line where Algeria are 6 of 10. And it rims out. Remember, after the huge blowout by Cape Verde, once the game was pretty much done, Dakish really carried Algeria. I mean, he took it personally and played extremely hard. I wouldn't be surprised if he was still tired from that game. He's a real warrior out there. Now he's drawn the tough assignment of guarding Diabate in this game. Bahine, his three is no good. Tape keeps it alive and out rebounds Tuati and draws the foul.
I don't know why we're surprised about Tape being this good. He does have great pedigree, long-term servant of this Côte d'Ivoire national team. He was one of the leaders back in 2009 when they won the silver medal.
But he was not there in 2013?
No, he was not, no. But in 2009, he averaged 10 points a game, and he was the leading scorer in the semi-final victory over Cameroon. He had 15 points in that game that sent them to their first World Championship since 1986. late 2011, but he only averaged 4 points a game at that stage. So it's kind of burst back onto the scene here.
7 points is the lead.
Defense.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was just lost in the shuffle with some of the other players. And, oh, that was a tough shot from Zerali. Now, you know, wisely, Diabate takes it back out. That should have been Quadio taking it all the way. But then again, you know what? He was under pressure. He didn't want to put up a bad shot.
Diabate's going to get somebody an open one here. There it is.
Yep, it's going to be Namori, and Namori Mete. He put up an air ball.
Sure, while you're waiting, 7 seconds.
And Zagala Dakish puts up a three just in time. He went down looking for the 3 free throws and looks at the ref to say, why don't I get that call? As it is, good answer by Algeria to the pressure. They lead at 60-53 with 10 minutes remaining. Both teams shooting it well. Although, in fact, Côte d'Ivoire dropped down to 40% overall. Inside the arc, Algeria hitting 57%, 35% beyond it. Surprising to see Algeria with that 33-25 rebounding advantage. But a lot of that is Hara. He's got 13 rebounds to go with his 23 points. Suleiman Diabate there has 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. So go ahead and call it a day, Suleiman. You've already had a great night. Obviously, he's not going to be like that. He wants to lead his team to victory. They've got some work to do. They're down 7.
I mean, you take Harat out of that lineup for Algeria, and no one has more than 8 points or 4 rebounds. And so, you know, he's just keeping them in this game. Obviously, offensively in the first half, he was unconscious. He hasn't scored as much in the third period, but he rebounded the ball. He's done everything.
So Quadio stays in the game, as well as Namori Mete. Coffee's back in, and Suleiman Diabate is there, and it's going to be goal interference.
Yeah.
Somebody went, got the rim or the net?
A bit of both, I think, but definitely there was contact with the net. You know, Tape as well played at the AfroBasket in 2011. Oh, that's what you were. Yeah. Or were you saying 2009? No, he played both 2009 and 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2009 he averaged 10 a game, and in 2011 his role was reduced to just 4 points per game.
Well, Harat, rare turnover.
He's just got to be careful. I'm not sure if you called it on the camera, but when he was whistled for the previous foul, he waved his arm at the official when he turned his back. You know, if he'd been looking, it may well have been a technical.
You know, the forgotten man is Mekdad. We haven't seen him in the second half for Algeria. So a foul, turnover and a foul. The turnover was on Diabate.
That's the fourth on Tape. That's kind of been lost in the rotation for Algeria because of Zerouli's great play. And they're almost a replacement.
puts it up. Oh. You just have to sit back and applaud his ability to score. I mean, he's just so graceful, isn't it? 9 points.
Very good defense there by Mete, but just couldn't stop him, basically. The offense was too good.
Three-pointer. Well, where's he been?
First points of the game. He's been sitting on the bench. That's where he's been. Just 16 minutes. And been a bitty 16. The lob.
Zararelli, what a pass. An alley-oop pass. How about that? An alley-oop pass for an alley-oop pass. And then he drives in, misses, but Harat, just an animal, gets in there and gets it back. And he goes up for the dunk. And now he's been called for a technical. But why can they call him on a technical for this, and they didn't call Tape for a technical when he did it?
Exactly.
There's no...
Exactly. Now, I agree, this is a technical.
But they didn't call it before.
Yeah, that's it. You know, if this is the first time, it's a technical foul. He's hung on the ring, he's grabbed the ball back. I mean, this is a great move. Poor, naive defense there, really. But look, he's hanging on the ring, he's grabbed it. For me, yes, a technical foul. But as you say, Tape should have got the technical foul in the first half, and they didn't call it.
Well, justice prevails because Diabate misses the free throw. Six of 10 at the line now, Côte d'Ivoire. And they're trailing by 4, so those 4 misses. Diabate kind of lost control of it as he went in. And wow, fortuitously, Cafe grabbed it. Kind of the loose ball, and it's kind of a slung pass. Oh, Deki's traveled, or got tripped up. No call. Here comes Assalon, and Côte d'Ivoire have tied it.
Wow, they're on their feet right next to us behind the Côte d'Ivoire bench.
I thought Deki's got tripped up.
Oh, I thought that was on.
Did you not think? I thought Dekish got tripped as he got to the top of the key.
That's what he's saying.
And he's saying, did you not see that? I mean, he is really unfortunate. There's been a couple of times. Benzagala hands it off to Mekdad. Back in the game now. Forgotten man no more. Dekish hands it off. And looks like Dekish might be hurt a little bit. He pushes off, and a three-point play opportunity. And Harat is slow to get up, but Dekish and I think it's Claudio were exchanging words. Look at Claudio. You can see him pushing there on the right of the screen. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So Diabate picks up the foul. That's his first personal, believe it or not. And Harat takes a trip to the charity stripe. And he takes it up to a 65-62 lead. It's the second time that we've seen Côte d'Ivoire kind of climb the mountain, only for Algeria then to get the momentum back. Oh, they find him.
Harat, huge breakdown defensively. Caught watching the ball. Great back cut right behind him.
Ayudis Bahine with the basket. Assalon picked. Out it goes to Mekdad. He passes up the three, but gets fouled by Bahine. And that means free throws. They are already, believe it or not, in the bonus.
It might come back to hurt them. A couple of key players as well for Côte d'Ivoire. Assalon has 4. Tape has 4. And now Behan has 3.
Now Mekdad misses.
Another team that's not shooting the ball well from the line. 8 of 14 for Algeria.
Yeah, brings back memories of Uganda.
Of most teams on the line, to be honest.
I've never seen anything like Uganda yesterday. They couldn't throw the ball in the ocean. Oh no, now a pass just a little too hard, a little too high from Bahine. Carter out to Mekdad. He's going to take the three this time, and it's not going to go in.
In and out, wasn't it?
Yep. Both sides of the rim.
Yeah.
Diabate takes the three.
He's been searching for it because players haven't got him the ball. He wants a foul.
Now Benzagala, who's going to step up and make a play? Benzagala penetrates. They hit Dakish driving, and Dakish gets no love. He looks at the referee to say, I got raked.
Yeah.
Here comes Diabate. He makes the pass. Bahim puts it up and in to tie it.
I don't know how Dakish didn't get a foul on that one.
I'll tell you what, he must be the unluckiest son of a gun out there because
he could have got fouled twice. But, you know, maybe he got away with one on the other end on the jump shot Diabate as well. So, you know, all that matters is 66 apiece right now.
20 points from turnovers, Côte d'Ivoire. 8 turnovers, 16 turnovers, 8 points from turnovers, Algeria. 16.
Il y a les 5 fautes, il y a aussi il y a 4 fautes. On essaie de mettre le match.
Quitte à être ici. Ensuite, main, et là tu reviens maintenant.
It's an interesting stat there, Côte d'Ivoire with 15 assists.
Hey, soyez prêts à faire 3 sur demi-terrain. Soyez prêts à faire 3 demi-terrain.
Well, Côte d'Ivoire, their drum section behind them in the stands here has not stopped one single second since the start of the game. I'm hearing no drums in the Algeria section. Here's Diabate with the bounce pass to Bahim. The quiche. Benzagala for three. Remember, the winner of this will play Mali in the round of 16. And the loser will play Cameroon. Well, Namori Mete is called for a foul. They need to go to Cherrier now, don't they? Algeria.
Yeah, or in the low post with Harat and Cherrier spotting on their same side.
Cherrier, well, they went to him and he missed.
It's a good look, wasn't it, for him?
Yeah. And again,
technical foul.
A technical foul. I hope this is. I cannot believe they've called a foul on Dakish, but they've called simulation.
It's a technical foul, yeah.
Yeah, they've called simulation. The plot thickens. 4-4-4. 4:44 remaining. Dakish, who has been tremendous defensively. Well, now Côte d'Ivoire on top. And the second consecutive offensive foul, well, called on Namori Mete. And Tape is going to come back into the game.
What can you do?
Yeah.
I mean, he can't move out of the way. It's a screen.
Yeah.
I think that's a poor call there.
Yeah, that's a tough call, Lloyd. Mekdad looks to go baseline.
Very good defense from Kofi there.
Goodness me, took 2 bounces on top of the backboard.
The first step from Mekdad, I thought he was going to get baseline, but Kofi just cut him off beautifully and then challenged the shot as well. So Tape comes back, 4:17 for him to last. That's a frustrated. can understand why.
I think when the coach, when they look back at it, that'll be pointed out to the referee when they review the tapes. Tape battling down low with Takish. Bahine, there he goes. Tape right off the bench. Add water and mix. It's instant offense. 69-66.
He's got to stay smart. They want him on the floor. They don't want him to get fouled out cheaply down here.
Well, Benzigala to Harat.
Algeria needs to spot up.
Oh, the read from Bahine comes up with a steal, gets it to Diabate. And Bahine.
They had a lot of numbers. At least it looked after the ball. They don't turn it over, do they, Côte d'Ivoire? Only 10 turnovers.
Yep. Jump shot, Kofi. And he pounds his chest, and now it's their biggest lead of the game, Côte d'Ivoire.
He's played well in this stretch.
Oh, Tape reaches up. Oh, what hustle from Tape. Give the man a goal. Triggers the fast break to Asselon. He has drawn the foul.
They just were more alert than Algeria there. Tape with a steal, and then Algeria, no one wanted to get back.
Watch this. Tape went flying into the bench.
On est en train de forcer les actions. Non, c'est bon. On essaie de chercher. Tu as mis tout à l'heure. Chériet, il était là pour lui donner la balle. Ne forcez pas les actions. Hey, on reprend deux.
There's still plenty of time, 3 minutes. There's nothing to worry about if you're Algeria, really. Plenty of opportunity to get back into this game.
Yeah, of course. But walk me through this little surge here from Côte d'Ivoire, because they had to bring in Tape. And
well, the biggest thing is the offense. As you saw this capture, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes with no score for Algeria, and they look devoid of ideas.
Yeah.
They don't know how they can get it to Harat. They're kind of forcing it into him, and I cannot believe that they've just taken him out of the game.
I don't think Harat can quite believe it as well.
Yeah, but
maybe he's going to come back in immediately.
I mean, like I say, they look devoid of ideas. They're trying to force it to him. Perhaps you can say, when he's on the floor, they're trying to run everything from him rather than play as a 5. But for me, it's find a way to get Harat the ball, make sure everybody else is ready around him, because they have to double team him. When they double team him, somebody else is going to be open. That's when they'll get a shot. They get a shot through the threat of Harat.
Well, they've just watched a free throw fall through. They've made 3 changes. They brought in Zirali, Gazul, and Mustafet, the three-point shooter. So he's completely changed the look of the offense, with the exception of Benzigala. Obviously, Chérier remains. 7-point lead. Gazul. Gazul travels.
I just don't understand. They're going into the low post. Why wouldn't you have that be Harat, who's got 26 points and 14 rebounds? Surely you should run that exact play for him.
Yeah. What do you say? Mohammed, you've scored 26 points and 14 rebounds. You need to do better.
Yeah,
Go to the bench.
Yeah, but you're not good enough to carry us in this final 3 minutes.
I agree. Unless they don't mind playing Cameroon. Do you know what I mean? So, off the back of the rim, that was a quick... No, it was down about 3 seconds, excuse me. So, Tape.
He's just got to wait for a double team to come.
Okay, now they need to start looking towards the basket. 3 on the shot clock. That's going to be an air ball.
They're not up that many. They can stop playing yet. Côte d'Ivoire.
And Tape doesn't want to give away the cheap foul. Unsportsmanlike foul. Boy, this referee here has made some interesting calls. That's all I can say. He's called the technical. He called the block. Well, he did reach up and kind of grab him on the chest and from behind, so. Well, he's taking a timeout, interestingly. Is that a good usage of his timeout, do you think? In the second-guess department?
No. I don't think so. I mean, they're going to change the defense. And look at that. They're going to go 1-3-1 zone here. They have
Points in the paint there.
a 6-point lead, and Algeria are out of timeouts. So it's Algeria possession on the sideline. Say, sit down, you play your defense. By calling a timeout, yeah, you get to talk to your team, but Algeria also get a timeout to be able to organize themselves, to discuss the tactics that they need to be able to run here, especially like drawing up an offense on this particular possession to give themselves a chance within getting within 4.
These are the people that have been going nuts the entire game. Look at that. This is what they've done the entire game. It's a new weight loss program. Okay, so what's happening? Haran's coming back in on the next dead ball.
But why wouldn't you put him in for this offense?
Yeah, I don't get it.
He's not the world's best defender. You know, he's a pretty poor defender. You'd have him in for offense, take him out.
Bizarre, bizarre, bizarre from all the way around. Zirali whizzes it. They get it to Benzagala for 3. And Aslan, I have to say, Aslan has played exceptionally well since he's come in with 4 fouls.
That was a huge rebound there.
Diabate is a man with a plan, taking some time off the clock.
No, 4 seconds.
They've got away with it. Coffee. Okay. Didn't cost Algeria. Ooh, why are you giving it to your big man like that? Still 7. Now the clock is becoming very definitely the enemy of Algeria. Mustafa gets it to Cherrier, and he scored it with ease. Tape couldn't contest it, or he would have picked up the foul.
That's the first.
Côte d'Ivoire seemed content to run time off the clock.
Yeah, but well, they would be because Algeria can't score. That was the first field goal for Algeria.
Oh, that could be a dagger, a Diabate dagger. He drives in and banks it in. 23 points for Souleymane Diabate.
They were happy to run time off the clock because Algeria have just scored their first basket since 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. There is Diabate. Will that be enough to win it? Might well be. Harat comes in then, 41 seconds to go.
All right, gets in, and look at that. Draws the foul immediately. I could understand if you take him out and sit him for 1 dead ball, to have a word, to let him catch his breath and put him back in, because he had played major minutes. But
then at the same time, you down the stretch, you know, your best players, your leading scorers have to step up.
Yes,
so
right.
you should have managed the minutes to get him the rest before the last couple of minutes.
The last 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know, he shouldn't be coming out. Again, the reason for him to come out of the game in the last 5 minutes, his defense. Because he can be exposed defensively. He tends to ball watch.
Sure.
You know, he doesn't stand in stance a lot. He doesn't react very quickly.
Maybe that's why he took him out.
Yeah, but then, you know, you haven't scored in nearly 4 minutes.
He makes 1 of 2. It's a 2-point game, and this is where your point guard becomes crucial, and your free throw shooting becomes crucial. Stuff it. And Diabate makes it. You just cannot believe that Côte d'Ivoire are closing in on a second victory in 3 games, remembering how they played opening day against Cape Verde. It was almost like, guys, why don't you just go home? This isn't going to work out. Cherrier hits the 3, gets it back to 5, and then the foul is on Bahim. Well, what might have been, it looks like now they're going to have to rally the troops and get ready to face Cameroon unless something incredible happens here. Algeria. And that's a winnable game for them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that probably that group is not that strong in the grand scheme of things. The Cameroon, they'll play good defense. But that'll be even. Well, 1 of 2, and it's back to 6 points with 17.1, and that was an absolutely ridiculous foul by Côte d'Ivoire. Stop the clock. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that is the worst thing that could have happened. The only good thing that comes out of that is that they did not allow Algeria to attempt a 3. But I think right now, saving time is more important. And you've also put a good free throw shooter on the line.
He's had a quiet 15, hasn't he, Cherrier?
Yeah. I think they've got the pieces to have a really good team, Algeria. It just hasn't worked. Oh, he's going to try. Interesting. He got into the lane too soon.
Yeah, he crossed the line before the ball hit the ring.
Boy, that was a brave play, but they didn't pull it off. Do you think that he was told to do that from the bench? Or do you think he just improvised?
I think he improvised.
That's quite a bold improvisation. Harat reaches around and commits the foul. Well, you know, Dekic has his head in his hands, but we've known that all 4 teams from all the groups were going to progress. And what this game has just been about, it's just been about who's going to finish second and who's going to finish third. So from that standpoint, it's not a disaster for Algeria. But from the other standpoint, when you think about, you know, learning how to win, who you're going to play against, but I guess you probably would rather have played Mali.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt you'd rather face Mali than Cameroon.
Stafford puts up a long 3, almost banks it in. So Côte d'Ivoire, they have evolved into quite a team. Algeria probably shot themselves in the foot on a couple occasions here, some of their decisions, but on the other hand, don't take anything away from Côte d'Ivoire. They have been terrific, how they've responded to the adversity. Those Côte d'Ivoire players who didn't show up for whatever reason, I'm sure they're pulling for their compatriots here. They are flying the flag high. The Elephants, they win it 81-74.
They are a team that you're not going to want to face, are they? Going forward, they're a difficult matchup in any knockout game because they really have taken notable strides forward every time they step foot on the floor.
Look at that rebounding, the stats, the steals, the blocks. 20 turnovers for Algeria, just 10. That was a big factor. And you know what, Lloyd? The other thing is, with the controversy and the guys not showing up to play, choosing not to play for Côte d'Ivoire, it has opened the door for some other athletes who would have given their right arm for a chance to represent their country, and now look at them.
Smiles all round. The fans have been fantastic. The players, have responded, and as you say, a couple of new faces, perhaps people like Hima, who may not have made the team should everyone else have been here, but he is taking his opportunity, and the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, are taking theirs.
81-74, Côte d'Ivoire win against Algeria to clinch second place in Group D.
Et on va passer le dernier match de la journée. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are so welcome about 5 days in AfroBasket, Tunisia 2015. In a few minutes, we will start the last game of the day.